the cost to buy 2 Fermat calculators is 30. The cost to buy 4 is, well, you can do a basic comparison. 2 over 30 is equal to 4 over x. And then if you cross multiply, 2x is 120, x is 60. So the answer here is C. The value of, okay, so 101 squared, 10201 minus 101 over 100. So that looks to me like 10100 over 100. Chop off 2 zeros and you get 101. So that would be A. The math club had 24 members in its first year. In the second year, the membership increased by 50%. How many members were there in the second year? So 24 plus 50% is basically what they're asking. So that would be 24. 50% of 24 is 12. And therefore, that's 36. So that would be C. Squares shown are each filled with a number so that the sum of the numbers in every group of 3 consecutive squares is 24. What number appears in the square marked with the question mark? Okay, let's do this. So this is already filled in, and that's already 24. So these 3 have to add up to 24. So 5 plus 16 is 21. So that means this is a 3. Then what's the next group here? These 3. 16 plus 3 is 19, so that's got to be a 5. And then these 3 have to add up to 24. So 3 plus 5 is 8. So 24 minus 8 is 16. And then finally, these 3. 5 plus 16 is 21. So therefore, that question mark has to be a 3. And therefore, that would be A. The right side of the equation below represents some number of 4s added together. How many 4s are in the sum? All right, 4 to the power of 3 is 64, right? This guy. So how many 4s do you need to get 64? That's pretty much all they're asking. So n would be basically 64 divided by 4, and therefore n is 16. That would be D. Fermat. I used to always call it Fermat. But then I later found out that Fermat is a French name, so it's kind of like fer. I just wanted to mention that. I know nobody cares. Okay, buys 8 bananas and 4 apples. The cost of each banana is half of the cost of each apple. If the total cost of the fruit is $16, what is the cost of each apple? Okay, so 8x plus 4 times 2x, right? If we let x be the cost of a banana, the cost of an apple is 2x. And this is 16. So 8x plus 8x, and therefore that is 16x is 16, so x is 1. So that means a banana costs $1, and the apple costs $2. So what is the cost of each apple? Well, $2. So there we go. The answer is E. Leah went for a walk and recorded the number of robins, cardinals, and blue jays that she saw in the bar shown. Unfortunately, she forgot to include the number on the vertical axis. If a total of 30 robins, cardinals, and blue jays were observed, how many robins did she see? All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but it's not labeled fully, so let's just call it 6x for the robins. And then cardinals is 1, 2, 3, so 3x for the cardinals. And blue jays is just 1x. The blue jays is actually a baseball team from Toronto. Cardinals, I can't remember which city. Is it St. Louis or somewhere? Okay, so we got 6x plus 3x plus 1x. So 6x plus 3x plus 1x. And that is equal to 10x. And they're saying that is 30. I got it. So x is 3. So how many robins? Well, that would be basically 6 times 3, which is 18. And therefore, that would be D. Suppose that A, B, C, and D are 4 consecutive integers, positive integers, with A less than B less than C less than D. Then the value of A plus B minus B plus C. Okay, so A, B, C, and D. So that at their consecutive integers would be x plus 1, x plus 2, and x plus 3. So A plus D, this thing would be x plus 3. And then B plus C would be x plus 1 plus x plus 2. So 2x plus 3 minus 2x plus 3. Well, that looks to me like 0. So that would be B. A square has an area of 10. Each of its side lengths is multiplied by the same positive integer to produce a new square. Which of the following could be the area of the new square? Okay, so here's a square. The square has an area of 10, so that means this is root 10, the side lengths, right? Because root 10 times root 10 is 10. Then we have another square, and this time they don't tell me anything here. They just tell me it's multiplied by some positive integer, so I'll just call that x. So now root 10x times root 10x is the area, so that'd be 10x squared. Which of the following could be the area of the new square? Okay, so 10x squared is the new area. Okay, I got it. So basically all of these have to be a multiple of 10, which they are, all the answer choices, and then it also has to be multiplied by a perfect square. Which of those could be a perfect square? This one. 10 times 9, which is 10 times 3 squared. That's a nice question. Makes you think a little bit. Not a lot, but a little. The faces of a 6-sided die are numbered 1 through 6. The faces of an 8-sided die are numbered 1 through 8. Each die is rolled once. What is the probability that the same number is rolled on both dice? Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the first die, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the second die. So we want the same number, right? So from the first die, the probability of just getting one number is 1 over 6. Now if we want the exact same number from the second die, it would be again, let me think about this. The probability of getting 1 over 8. Yeah, I'm just thinking too hard there. So for example, let's say I wanted both of those die to show a 1. The probability of getting a 1 from the first die is 1 over 6. The probability of getting a 1 from the second die is 1 over 8. So this is for the 1. Now for the 2, it would be the exact same calculation. Got it? And similarly for the 3, 4, 5, and 6. 7 and 8 are never going to happen because there's no 7 and 8 on the first die. So there's going to be these scenarios for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in total, it would basically be 6 of these guys. And that basically is 1 over 8. So 1 over 8 is E.